I want to bring up a subject. It's early, and we haven't played the Monday night game, but we're in the moment. After what you watched, you asked me about entertaining game.
Yeah.
What are your top 5 teams? We won't include the Jets and the Colts. Colts are not going to be in the top 5, even if they win the game. They're struggling. The Jets could be 2-0 if they win this game.
Yeah, but they're not in my top 5.
If they beat the Colts, would you put the Jets in your top 5?
I want to see how they beat them.
Okay, well, we got some tweets, and then you give us, you'll give us your top 5.
Okay.
And I don't know if they have to be in order. We'll assume they are. Green Bay, Denver, Cincinnati, Arizona, Atlanta. Now, people are going to say Cincinnati and Atlanta, they're both 2-0.
I've got Cincinnati in my top 5. I told you, they are the most underrated, best team in the league, Cincinnati.
Arizona, I don't think, is getting the attention it deserves. Arizona.
Well, you've been on them from the start.
Yeah. So Green Bay, Denver, Cincinnati. I mean, do you take, let me ask you a follow-up question.
Okay.
Do you put Seattle in your top 5? They're 0-2.
No. Absolutely
really?
not.
Okay. And
what?
So
Kansas City?
Vin B and John says Pats. Yeah, the other person, Ezekiel, didn't have New England in their top 5. Really? No. Pats, Packers, Bengals, Arizona, Kansas City.
Really?
Buffalo, Pittsburgh considered. Well, I wouldn't consider Buffalo after getting beat at home. Pittsburgh 1-1, but I think Pittsburgh has a great offensive team. Bengals are the surprise, but a friend I'm watching yesterday said, Andy Dalton always plays well in the regular season.
Yeah.
A good point that's made. Arizona, we talked about the Packers. You know, the Pats, so we got any more of them, or we want to get right to our friend here? Packers number 1, Patriots number 2, Steelers number 3, Arizona number 4.
I have 4 of those 5.
Denver 5. I don't disagree with a lot of that, but slightly. Okay.
You want my 5?
Yeah.
New England.
Number 1.
Green Bay.
Oh.
Denver. Arizona. And Cincinnati. But again, you know, Cincinnati, a really good regular season team. I watched most of that game. They played San Diego yesterday. And
did you consider Atlanta?
But in the playoffs, you asked me in the playoffs, I'm not going with Cincinnati at all. Andy Dalton has yet to win a playoff game.
So Atlanta doesn't do anything for you?
Not yet.
Pittsburgh doesn't do anything for you?
No. Defensively,
they lost to the
Pittsburgh's
Patriots.
not that good.
You have the Patriots at the top of your list. Pittsburgh went in there and played an okay game.
Yeah. They were playing catch-up all game.
Would you like to hear mine?
Sure.
Number 1's Green Bay. I think he beat Seattle last night. Aaron Rodgers, great. They won that game when Lacey went out.
Yeah.
They had another
James
wide
Stark.
receiver go down. They had a defensive lineman go down. And Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback.
No doubt about it.
Everybody talks about, not everybody, but people talk about Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck can be that someday. But Aaron Rodgers got all, he's got all the throws. Great leader. Can run.
You know what amazes me every time I watch Aaron Rodgers? He has so much poise during the game. He walks up to that line of scrimmage. He's talking to guys in his normal tone. He knows exactly what he wants to do. And here's the other thing. As good as he is with his legs, his ability to escape the rush is still underappreciated. And they talk about Russell Wilson makes plays with his legs, and Cam Newton makes plays with his legs. Aaron Rodgers is as good as any of them.
And last year at this time is when he said, R-E-L-A-X, relax. So he doesn't have to say that this year. I don't see how they're going to lose at home. I mean,
Green Bay?
Yeah.
Do you know that Aaron Rodgers has not thrown an interception at home in something like 450 throws since like 2011 or 2012?
I think it's 545.
Can you imagine that?
545 completions without
545
throws without an interception.
That's incredible.
Unbelievable. It's been 4 years. 4 years he hasn't thrown an interception at home.
They're not going to lose at home. The division, Chicago we know is not any good. They're even worse now without Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Detroit got beat. Detroit's not much to talk about. Minnesota, better yesterday.
I think they're a dangerous team.
Adrian went for 130 yards.
Yeah.
Bridgewater threw a couple of touchdown passes, so they got a little bit more back on track. And Peterson, I don't think Peterson's going to be a 200-yard a game guy, but he's going to be a good comparable quarterback or running back for them.
Yeah.
I got number 1. I've got Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Number 2, I've got the Patriots. I don't know that you can really doubt that. Number 3, I've got the Denver Broncos. You and I have that.
Yes.
I think the Denver Broncos defense is so good. I don't think there's a better defense. You can't say Seattle's a great
No, I
defense
agree with
anymore.
you. Especially
so
without
I've got the
Chancellor.
Broncos because they've won 2 against 2 good teams. Even though Baltimore struggled again yesterday. Number 4, I'm not going to put Cincinnati. Number 4, Arizona. I love Arizona.
I have them number 4.
Yeah, and number 5, I considered Seattle at 0-2 because they played well in Green Bay.
Well, it's
They
still a
played
good
about as well
team.
as they- Yeah, but I'm going to go at number 5 with Pittsburgh because
Okay.
they lost at. I thought they came back. They were really impressive. Now it was San Francisco, but they were really impressive.
Well,
this is the new Broncos in terms of scoring points.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty evident Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are going to duke it out for the AFC North. And I don't think I'll talk about Baltimore a little bit later.
And I could not work my way into thinking about Atlanta in the top 5.
Yeah,
I guess
not
it's
yet.
because of what happened.
Not yet. They got to show a little bit more.